Hey, what's up, bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with another Motivational Monday. And this is more of a sales tip more than anything else. So I'm out there in the marketplace, and it kind of sucks. You know what? I have bird doggers. They're out there, and it falls on me for lack of training. But basically, this is what it is I have guys that are out there, and they know that we have, cash. We can close fast, and we buy houses as is. However, what happens is if you default to that right from the gate, right from your opening sentence to the person, like, hey, don't worry about this house. We'll buy it as is. We can close fast, and we have all cash. And so if you do that, you've now just eliminated 3 leverage points that you could have used in the negotiation process. And what happens is when you lead with these features, you're unable to uncover the benefits. Because here's the thing. What if someone doesn't want to close fast? What if they really don't care if it's an as-is sell or not? Or what if they don't care if you're all cash? They can wait around and they can get a fully financed offer. You've now just lost that opportunity to help somebody. And this came out in one of my coaching calls with a guy a while back, and he led with, hey, we can close quick, and we can close as-is, and we can do all cash. And it was a lady, and she was elderly, and she's like, I don't need to close fast. There's no reason for me to close fast. In fact, I have all the time in the world. And I don't care if you are all cash and if you are as is, because I was planning to fix things up myself to get top dollar. I want to get as much money as I possibly can. So by doing a poor sales assessment, this guy shot himself in the foot and lost that opportunity because he did not fully engage in what was truly important to this particular person. I have another guy who I'm working with. And same situation. It seems like these elderly people just don't want to go fast at all. They're like, oh man, no, take your time. Just not go. No fast closes for me. Or if it's a fast close, then don't tell me to get out because I'm going to take, 3 months to go ahead and pack all this stuff up and get out of here. So here's the thing. And here's the rub is, yeah, you may have an advantage because you are all cash when your competition isn't. They're out there trying to hustle around, trying to find money partners. Yeah, you may buy things as is, whereas you don't care the condition of the property. You just want to buy the property because you can profit from it. Or you're like, look, you know what? I can close quick. The day of your choosing, whenever you need. If it's tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And you need to find out for sure whether or not those features actually will deliver the benefit that your end user, your seller, is hoping for. What do I mean by benefits? What I mean by is, what is the emotional tie to that feature? I can close quick. Okay, so what? So what does that mean? Well, the benefit is like it's ease. Hey, I can do this. It's comfortable, go as smoothly as you need, or we can take as long as you want. And you got to ask some questions, like some serious questions in your sales analysis when you're sitting there trying to assess their situation. Like, hey, you know what? Would it be important to you if I close quickly, or would you like to take some time? Do you need more time than normal? Typical, we close anywhere between 7 and 10 days. If you need longer than that, that's not a problem. Just let me know what you need in your situation, rather than just bulldozing them over with like, I can close quick. 3-day close, 5-day close. You see what I'm saying here? And so there's a lot of missed communication, a lot of missed opportunities for you to go ahead and really connect with the seller. And these guys, like I said, they just bulldoze right over the person thinking like, hey, I can go ahead and I'm going to do this because this is what they want. This is what I need. And it's not. When I look back at all of the sales that I've closed, it's never been because I can close quick, or I have all cash, or I buy the house as is. Those are benefits that help alleviate some emotional problem, but it's not the reason why they decide to sell in the first place. And so don't fool yourself thinking that if I just go out there and throw all these as-is, all-cash offers, close fast, that I'm going to get the deal. If that were the case, every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a bandit sign out down the road is going to get a deal. That's just not that simple. You have to uncover what it is that's emotional about, what's the emotional decision that's driving this sell. If you can get that, you can get the deal. But if you can't, you're just going to go out there just like everybody else, no sales skills whatsoever, and you're going to be throwing out all these dumb, business jargon. I can close fast, I can buy as is, yeah, I'm all cash, and it means absolutely nothing to the seller because you have not been able to connect to them on an emotional level to understand exactly what problem you're solving by buying it fast, by closing, on the day of their choice, by having it be, as is and an all cash close. If you can't do that, then if you can't solve the problem and then reiterate the benefit by you having these features, then what are you even doing in this business? It's really that simple. Just jump in, try to figure out what the person is, have a conversation with them. Where are you at? Why are you looking to sell today? I have flashcards. You all know this. There's flashcards out there that really help you break the ice and get deep in the conversation to find out like what's going on with this person in their life that I can help solve their real estate problems and help them move past this issue with the benefit, if it's needed or not, to close quick, all cash, and buy it as is. Because in several cases, I'm going to hold off on naming that and use that as leverage. There was actually recently a house that I went and looked at. And in order for me to justify going all as low as I went, it was like, hey, tell you what, my price right now, typically this is not, how I do things in this particular order, but I'm telling you, if it's easier for you, and I don't know if it is or not, I'm just throwing it out there, but if it's easier for you, this would be the price if I were just to take over this entire lot for you right now. And there's like a bunch of used cars and broken parts and pieces and just down trees and all kinds. It was a mess. It was a huge, just huge mess. And in order for me to say, like, if it's any value to you or not, if not, it's completely fine. But I would need to get the price around in this range right here in order to do this. But I would take away all of this for you. I was a single mom, and her husband he's ill. She's not saying that. She's not a single mom. She's functioning as a single mom because she has a disabled husband who got hurt on the job. Real sad situation. Bunch of kids, bunch of just debris in the yard, and that was it. We ended up not getting this particular house, or we're still in negotiations. It's still up for sale. A lot of reasons, a lot of moving parts why it didn't go. The house is a wreck. They need the cash for. They just don't know where they're going to go and how things are going to work out. But our cash price is just to tick over what they actually owe on it. But anyway, that was how we approached that situation. So rather than leading and saying, I'll buy cash, all this and all this stuff, I use this as a leverage point. Like, hey, as a negotiation option, like, hey, I will do this, but this is how I'm justifying my price because it's going to take a lot to remove. I mean, like, we're talking like broken down like engine parts and tractors and scrap metal right now, it's nothing out there. So this is going to be a lot of hauling. And they're not just like an engine here, engine there. It's like, semi trucks, like falling apart, like several of them and stuff. So it's like a lot of issues, and they're not like serviceable. Like, hey, in the last 10 or 15 or 20 years, we're talking like semi trucks from like the 1920s, like ridiculous stuff. So anyway, I'm getting way off track, and this is becoming an extra long-winded one. Just telling you guys, as far as this Motivational Monday goes, you need to be able to really read what's going on with your sellers. Understand what's really emotionally behind them wanting to list their house and sell. And, let them voice to you, like, I need to close quick. You know what? I can do that. But why is that important to you? And find out the reason why. And then let them back it up with the fact, I can do that. And the reason why I can do that is because I have the money in my bank account. This is my own personal funds. I can close and I can make this happen for you. So while you're thinking about that, just remember you're one deal away from changing your entire financial future. If you're just getting started in this business, guys, head on over to bootstraprei.com. It's a great resource. It's completely free. I walk you through how to find properties, how to talk to sellers, how to do a brief run through as far as evaluation. I'm not going to dive in deep in the numbers. That's too much for you if you're just getting started. But it is how to have conversations with sellers. And that's the most important part. Because if you're not out there talking to people, then you're not out there getting deals. It's that simple. This is a contact sport. You have to be making contacts every single day. Talk to people. TTP. All right, guys, I'm Ryan Nickel, and I'll see you next week.